Yo, what's going on, people? Fury MMA podcast, episode number 9. Now, as you guessed, I haven't got the other big mouth here, Martin the Monster Island. I am solo in the studio tonight. Martin has been busy for the past couple of days, going around finishing off the promos with the Weatherman for obviously his season's beatings, December 7th at Studio 338. But I do have Martin Island on the line. But before we bring him on, I'd like to thank our sponsors, Aquanero and Plumbing. Wow, I mean, if I'm honest with you guys, I had a bit of a problem earlier at home today. My heating broke down and my boiler was broken. And who was on the line? Mr. Aquanero. Dan Wyman, gave him a call, sorted me right out. So if any problems with your bathroom or need any plumbing done, make sure you give this guy a shout. Also, want to give our other main sponsors of Fury MMA, North Star Magnetics, for any of your injuries or healing products that you need. Contact these guys. Check them out. You can go onto the link via Facebook or website, straight onto their website. Like I said, without further ado, we might as well go and check in with Martin Island, and we'll see where he has been, which I believe he is on the line now. Martin, can you hear me? Martin, it feels very lonely in the studio without you, man.
You know what? No, and you know what? It actually feels very different to be at the other end of the phone. I feel like the heat is not on me today, it's more on you.
Why is that? Because you don't have to give your email address out?
I owe you for that one. What's going on, Dan?
Nah, it's all good. I was just telling the fans, obviously you've been busy with the Weatherman, doing the finishing off the promos. Obviously we saw yesterday that you was, I know you'd finished doing the MMA clinic, guys, and I put that, and that was out this morning. So I don't know if you guys haven't seen it, make sure you check it out. But yeah, tell us, where have you been, man? Why are you in the studio?
This week has been absolutely incredible. It has been pretty much non-stop. Every single evening there's been filming, all in preparation for season's beatings. You know, what we're trying to do at Fury MMA is to educate the fan base of exactly what goes on, and you know, not that they're just watching a fight, but what is actually taking place before the fight, before what you see in the cage. So basically today I'm down at Beza MMA. I've just stepped outside, so I'm with the boys, Alex Montagani, who's now part of Beza MMA. You know, he represents Park Wolford, ML Fitness. And
let's not forget he was the former welterweight champ.
He was the Fury, and he was the unbeaten Fury welterweight champion as well. And we've also got Festus Oholu, who's down here as well, getting prepared for his battle with Sohaig Ajban from the MMA clinic. Yeah. But we're here for is the promo of Yusuf, the bad boy Beza. I mean, I've looked over some of the stuff and some of the footage that's actually in the archives, and man, this promo is, the Weatherman, he does it again. He's taking this up to another level. Fury's taking it up to another level, and we're just getting the last finishing touches for Yusuf's promo. And I've got to admit that these guys are in incredible shape. The spirits are really high, and season's beatings. We got two guys. We got Festus. We got Yusuf. It's gonna be something else.
Now I know you're there tonight, but I know last night you was down at CSA, Combat Sports Academy, and obviously I presume you was there for Ty Palmer, and obviously they've got other guys fighting on the show as well, like Chris Garnett, Tony Hall. They're the guys fighting. What was the atmosphere down like that? Because
very good. I mean, the same thing. Guys were in really good spirits. I mean, we managed to catch up as well with Cole Kinslow. We fought on Cage Warriors. Of
course, we'll come to that. We'll come to that in a minute.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like, obviously for even myself, obviously you're there with Dean and doing the filming and the production, etc. firsthand. And is it what do you put them like through their paces, through their training, or is it just for the filming purpose, or is it what we see is what we get as well? Do you know what I mean?
It is a combination of all of the above. I mean, we have some coaches, they're quite aware of what we do, so we don't sometimes have to say much. The coaches that are, of the top level, they know what to expect when, camera crews come in, and, they can direct. I mean, I do a lot of direction myself. Dean's very good at that as well. I mean, yesterday, obviously, we was there for Ty Napalm Palmer, who's, co-mate in the main event for the Fury middleweight title against Tommy Titanium Gun. And you know what? He was all action. He was explosive. He looks in good spirits. He looks in good form. against the kid Lahore as well. So his promo is going to be just a slightly bit different. I mean, this is, you know, we don't want to give too much.
This is what Fury's about. You know, we want to put something different. We don't want to be just like the, you know, the average show or copying everyone else. But if people don't know, again, if you didn't hear our last podcast, remember Alex Lahore is now fighting Jake Rax, and you know this is gonna be a fight to watch out for. Both are making their pro debuts. But listen, we spoke with Chris Hoekstra as well about the fight, so I don't really want to talk about that, but just wanted to know where you've been, what you've been doing. But did you keep up? And I know you had your eyes glued to the TV of for the Cage Warriors, because obviously you guys were down there, down at the MMA clinic down in Angel, filming some of the guys who were fighting on Fury. But you did come across some of the guys who were fighting on Cage Warriors. You want to expand on that?
I mean, obviously the one, you know, Paul Hines. I mean, he's, man. Talking of top level coaches, you know, I've got to give it to Paul. I mean, MMA clinic, I know they've been around, but they seem to have burst onto the scene. I mean, one of the guys that was there was Darren Springer Stewart.
Congratulations must be given to him as well, because you know his son was born on the night he was fighting. So congratulations to you, Darren, if you're listening. From all the Fury team.
So yeah, I mean, this is our week's been. You know, we've touched down in a few gyms. You know, we've made ourselves and our presence felt, and you know the gyms have been very forthcoming and welcoming towards us. So you know, next week coming up to season's beatings, be prepared. You know, keep your eyes out on the Facebook, keep your eye out on YouTube. They're all going to be dropping very shortly.
Okay, mine. Just before I let you go as well, I know obviously you was busy, but I don't know if you heard on Bellator they had breaking news. Now, my man Paul Semtex Daly is signed up to fight Douglas Lima on the 27th of February next year. I mean, wow. I mean, the Brits are really taking over overseas as well, and obviously you got Brad Pickett fighting this weekend on the UFC. And Luke Barnett as well fighting. I mean, but that sign up itself for Bellator, for Paul Daly fighting on there. I
believe we've got Linton Vassell, he's back on the show as well.
Yeah.
And, Michael Venom Page, am I correct?
I don't know, because I wouldn't know, so I can't correct you on that.
I believe it's called a Brit Invasion.
There you go then. Well, if Martin Island says it's a Brit Invasion, then it's a Brit Invasion. But no, that was, for me, that was a fantastic sign up for Bellator's half. I mean, I know Paul personally as well. You know, he's a great guy, and I'm telling you, great things to come off the guy, man. All right.
Touching, before I go, a little bit of talk that's been going on from the gyms. All everybody's talking about Nathaniel Wood. Oh my God! Did you see? I think, and you must have seen that. And they're all speaking about
their arm snap. Hell yeah, man! That kick. I mean, I've had the pleasure of refereeing against Nathaniel, but man, that kick was when it first happened. I didn't even see it. Like, I couldn't even see it. It's not until they showed it in slow mo. You see the guy's arm flapping around. You know, this kid's got great prospects. You know, and he may be the prospect. You know, let's see where he goes from here. And you know, there's loads of other guys in the division. You know, you got I know our champ Charlie Boy. When he turns pro, he's got his eye on him. He's on his radar. But you know, it's
obviously the other one. You know, Charlie Boy looked up for is Ed Arthur. Yeah. I believe, you know, Ed and the family of each other. But I'm sure their paths will cross again at some point. What an incredible division that is.
I'm sure it will. And you know what? For me, it's going to be a great battle of the youngsters, because they're all young, hungry, raring to go. But mine, listen, time's ticking, man. You better get down on them promos.
I'm trying to get a few dirty looks from the guys over here. So yeah, I better crack on. Yes. Fans, I'm going to coin the face from Dan Mulvahedi. Peace.
Yeah, take care, mine.
Nice one.
Take care. See you later. All right, guys, as you heard it, mine's busy. He's got to do what he's got to do. But yeah, just cracking on with some news. Like me and Chris Hoekstra and the gang spoke about past weekend just gone was UFC 180, Mark Hahn versus Verdum. Now, wow, if you did not see that fight, please go and watch it. I mean, heavyweights, Mark Hahn, you know, he lost. and he put Verdun down. I think it was 2 times in the first round and a couple of times throughout the whole fight, and he got caught with the most devastating knee I think I've seen a heavyweight throw recently. And you know, go and check that out. Now on the line as well, we are about to bring on, he's our co-main event fighter, Marius Bogdan. Now, I know he's been training in the States. I know he's been training very hard fighting Rick Salvaraja. Without further ado, I'm going to bring him on the line. And Marius, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you a bit slow, but I can hear you.
Well, buddy, you're on the other side of the world at the moment.
Exactly, yeah.
Let's Marius, welcome to the show, buddy. I know you're over in the States. Obviously Martin's not here today. How's it been? I presume your training's going well?
Yeah, training's go well. Training hard for this fight. I was waiting for such a long time, you know that, for this belt.
Listen,
so, yeah,
we all, you know, let's touch on that in a second. You know, obviously you was meant to fight on the show. Obviously one time the show didn't go ahead. We wasn't able to do that. Then another time you had someone pull out on you. Then you wasn't able to come back. A lot of variables. Yeah. But I know you've been in the States for quite a while now, and I believe you're in New York right now, correct?
Yeah, I'm in New York right now. Yeah.
And if you could just give our fans and your fans obviously where you've been training, who you've been training with, you know, if you could just give us a little bit of insight, it would be great.
Yeah, I'm training with Lion Sports MMA in New York right now.
Okay, and how's that going? I mean, is that different? I mean, have you stepped up your training what you would have done over in England, or you know?
It's a bit different. The level in USA it's more high than in England. So yeah, I will bring the MMA to another level now.
Okay, and are we gonna see? Are we going to see a different Marius than what people have seen in obviously we've seen you fight on other circuits and other shows in the UK and in Romania, but are we going to see a different Marius?
Exactly, different Marius.
And because obviously Rick Salvaraja is, you know, he's a legit fighter. He's 5-0, and I believe he's fought some of your teammates or one of your teammates in from Ministry of Martial Arts. You know, what can we expect from you? Because we know he's good stand-up. And what do you know about him? What do you know about Rick?
To be honest, yeah, I saw it's a black belt on kickboxing, purple belt on BJJ. It's undefeated too. Had a clean record, good stand-up. I'm not worried about that. The thing is, he didn't fight yet with somebody of my level.
Okay, but
he didn't feel yet the true power. So.
And what specific training have you been doing in the States to prepare for this fight? Have you been concentrating on your wrestling or concentrating on your boxing or
everything? Boxing, yeah, stand up, BJJ, wrestling, sparring with guys here, good levels, top guys.
Yeah. Was you in Vegas as well? I believe you was in Vegas for a while as well, training. Yes.
I was for a while, like I went for a holiday, yeah, to see the Vegas too.
Okay, so you went. Hold on, you went to a holiday to Vegas, then you ended up in New York, and now you're fighting for a title. This is this is quite good. Listen, wait, I had, you know, I don't know if you've seen the promo, the Rick's promo that's been going around on YouTube for that we're done with the Fury production, and he said that he thinks you haven't faced anyone like him. Now, what's your answer to that? Do you think he's your toughest opponent to date? And if so, you know,
to be honest, he might have the chance, yeah, to be the top of opponent until now. But again, I will show you that what I'm saying now is true. He didn't fight yet with guy of my level, and I can promise you the match is gonna get knocked out in the first minute.
Wow, that is a strong prediction, and all your fans as well will be looking forward to seeing that happen. I mean, you know, obviously your training partner back here over in England, Reiko. I mean, at the last show, he was fighting for the semi-pro title against Charlie Boy Howard. and you know there was obviously great expectation and pressure on his shoulder. I mean, does that? I know you've been training in the States as well, but I know when you come back home, you train and your coach Horia, who mentors you. Do you think that does that put a lot of pressure on you as well to carry that name and to represent your team, or is it just another fight for the belt and that's it?
It's just another fight for the belt. I give the thanks for this opportunity. I was working for a long time for this opportunity. Rick is not a great opponent for me to have a lot of pressure, so everything is easy.
Okay, and I know you're struck for time, and I know you're a busy man over there, and it's time for your training. Is there anyone you'd like to thank? Any of your fans? Anyone that you'd like to thank? Please feel free to do so.
Yeah, thanks for the support for my fans, all my friends, my family, Lion Sports MMA in New York, my coach Arjen Chaizo from Lion Sports, and Southern Combat Academy and Horia.
Yeah.
And all the people from there, they helped me.
And we know just to touch on that, we know you guys are over here have moved into a new gym, which looks fantastic, and you know, like you said, Southend Combat Company. So guys, get yourself down there as well. Marius, I would just like to say thank you, and we're looking forward for you to be, when you flying home next week, correct?
Next week, yeah.
Next week. So guys, keep
on the weekend. I'll be there, yeah.
Guys, keep your eye out for Marius's promo. The production team will be there to be filming him, so we get to see what shape he's in and you know what he's got to bring to the table. Marius, we are looking forward to this fight. It's been one of the fights that we've all been talking about. So for now, Marius, have a good evening, buddy, or good afternoon rather.
Thank you very much, guys. You too, guys. See you soon. Then.
Thank you very much. Take care.
Take care.
Good night. I mean, wow. I mean, again, shame there's no one here to talk to me. But, you know, it's Marius and Rick. This is going to be a fight. I believe, I mean, a lot of people have gone, you know, Rick's 5-0. I mean, looking at his stats, you know, he has beaten top guys. But Marius, I believe, he's been out there, been in the States for, what, 4 months now? 3 to 4 months. Back and forth, and I know he's been taking it. He's been hungry to fight for this belt. You know, he was meant to fight Jamie Reynolds, then that fight didn't happen. Then he was meant to fight, then he got injured. You know, all these variables are adding up, and I know Marius always stays fit, always stays in training. So this, guys, for your co-main event, you do not want to miss at all. Now, you know, I feel that it's gonna be a great fight, and it just needs to. This is gonna be make or break for both of these guys as well. You know, in the sense that whoever becomes a champ, I have got something big lined up for them next year. A good opponent, international opponent, but I will not put any more word out there until next year. Now, moving on, guys. This weekend, UFC Fight Night. Edgar versus Cub Swanson. Now we've got 2 British guys fighting on there. Brad One Punch Pickett versus Kamos, and Luke Barnett is also fighting. Now, guys, make sure you get behind these two. You know, the Brits are taking over. As you heard earlier in the show, Paul Daly just got signed up to Bellator FC. And Venom Page are fighting on the Bellator as well. And, you know, and Linton Vassell. Just on it's been playing on my mind. Just on a finishing note, my thoughts really go out to Dennis Merson Jr. Now, he passed away on the 29th of this March this year. I don't know if you've been seeing on the social media. He was the kickboxer who fought on the Duke Rufus kickboxing show out in the States. And it was his first fight, and unfortunately, it was his last fight. I'm not going to go into detail what happened. If you've seen it, you've seen it. But I would just like to say my thoughts go out to him and his family, and from everyone from Fury MMA, our thoughts are with you. And I will be touching on that subject another time, especially the official sides of it and the medical sides of it. But for now, guys, Martin Ireland will be back in the studio next week with me. Dan, the gentleman Moverheady. Any questions, go onto our Facebook page, go onto our Twitter or Instagram, or email us at dan@fury-mma.com. fury-mma.co.uk or Martin at fury-mma.co.uk. Now, as both of them guys would say, be there or be octagon. Peace.